Hello, Jamie from Inky&Scrappy, sharing with you today a real-time tutorial on how to make that switch style light up LED for your makes. I included it yesterday on my project, so I will explain how I did it now. So I am taking a button style battery holder that has a switch on it to create my one light LED light up. You can definitely cheat and buy the ready-made ones. It's a lot easier, faster, whatever. But these to me aren't too difficult to make. The hardest part on this one was trying to figure out which end was the positive and which end is the which wire is the negative. And so once I finally had the positive and the negative figured out, I could mark them and figure out which one was which. So I know that on my LED light here that the copper wire is my positive and my gray or silver one is my negative wire. And so once you get a connection there, you will be able to see it light up. That's not the right one, right? And let's see which side that, because I also didn't know which side on the battery was the on and the off. These ones were not very well marked. Probably why I got them dirt cheap. It is what it is. I also bought some of the switch style, like where you press the button to make them go on. They're not connected to the battery pack, so I have to like wire them in. So I haven't done those yet. If I get around to doing it, if it's pretty easy and cheap, I'll let you know. But for right now, this one seems to be working well for me, and so I'm going to go with this one for a little bit. So I'm marking my negative in black and my positive in red. This just helps me know that the positive side tends to be red, or the live wire figuratively is usually in red. I also did it this way because I have a 2 battery pack and the positive side is in red and the negative side is black, and it's easy for me to differentiate the two. Which one do you cut, the red or the blue wire? I'm just kidding. I don't think anything will explode. So the key to this one is getting your exposed wire to your exposed wire, making sure there's a good connection there, and sealing it up, right? That's basically what we're doing. Positive to positive, negative to negative, making a closed circuit, and that switch is obviously that toggle style switch. And so that's all I am trying to do here, is carefully score that plastic sheathing around the end of the wire and then remove the plastic part but leave the wire behind. If you have a wire, I think it's like an electrician's pliers, it's a little bit easier. I probably could have gone to the shop and found one and saved myself a little bit of, time here. Well, I'd have still had to run and get it. So I'm just using what I have at my crafter's desk. So a sharp scissors works okay, and of course I have multiple needle nose pliers in my possession because I do jewelry work once in a while too. And so I'm just making sure that my wires are touching wires. And so to do this, I'm just ends to ends, and then I'm gonna wind them around. So twisting, it's pretty easy. Like, I can do it, and I can do it in 7 minutes. It's not too difficult, okay? I promise. And then I will do the other one here. So my negative to my negative. I still have my toggle switch on. So you might want to shut the toggle switch off. I wanted to know that it was working. I did not get zapped in any way, shape, or form. I don't think that little button battery had enough juice to harm little old me, but it's err on the side of caution, and you should probably shut that toggle switch off. Just saying. Also, don't burn anything down. I don't think you will with this one, but I can't guarantee anything. I'll let you know if I burn anything down. I haven't yet. There's no guarantees in life, though. So once I have those together, I just want to make sure that they stay together. So I came in with some copper tape I probably could have just used regular tape at this point, but I wanted to make sure that those connections were strong. It's one of my biggest, shall I say, headaches when it comes to light up cards, is the connection not being great. And so this to me is the best and easiest way for me to get that connection that is strong and stays there. Now, you also are going to have to insulate those areas that are copper taped, or the raw ends of your wires, because you don't want the positive and the negative to touch. And if they touch, it will not work. So if you've done the Trobitronic, I can't say that word. So Chibitronics, maybe? I don't know. I'm sorry. So if you've done those with the copper wire tape or the copper tape, and you've done the positive and the negative, this is a lot easier than that in my head. I don't know if it really is or not. But it's basically just a hard wire to a light. So it's just doing a very simple circuit, making that circuit closed. So, and there is my 3 ones. So I did get the same effect, making sure all of those copper ones were together on the positive side and the negatives were all on the negative, and then they worked out just fine. I did end up going in and sealing or insulating those raw ends on the other one before I put it onto my project yesterday. So I hope you have an amazing day. Hit me with questions if you have them below. I will link and list everything else, and have an amazing rest of your day. Bye!